Grab the head. Expose the artery. One. Two. Three. Do 4 birds relatively quickly. This method. Breathe out a little bit. Still running. If it's still running, good. If not, clean up a little. We've done 12 chickens so far today. The last 2 for the day. Until they stop moving.
These are 8-week-old Cornish hens, or hens and roosters.
This setup is the most convenient way to do this. About $3,500 we can sell you a setup like this for that price. We can come to your farm and set it up, teach you how to kill properly, show you where to get everything that you need to do it on a regular basis. Or you can rent the equipment after you take the class from us. It's $100 for the class, and then it's once you've taken the class, you can rent $100 supervision. You can process for $2 a bird, which is pretty cheap these days. Do your own. Always check your local laws when it comes to reselling, but as far as doing the bird for your own table, there's no reason you can't. Once the life is gone, stop moving around, clean them up as best you can. Birds tend to not perk, so they have dirty bellies and such. Over here then our scalder. Wait, take her color, no. Over here at the scalder. Over here at the scalder.
Go inside for a minute.
We have 150-degree water. Dunk it about 3 times. Once they're both dunked, 150 degrees or so, you can check the feathers to see if they pull off easily. If they do, it's ready for the plucker. This plucker can do 2 birds this size. Smaller birds, they can do more. Water helps everything flow a little come out the car. Birds still need a few feathers plucked off generally. Over here I'll pluck get a few more feathers off and continue doing this as we go. Get the feet off like this, grab the knuckle. 1, 2, they go in this pot for the dog. We'll do this one here as well to do it quickly. 1, 2. This bird here is pretty large. If you see any damage on anything from their activity, you may want to cut it off. I'd put it on its stomach, cut down about so far, come at an angle here. Sometimes you'll cut there a little bit. Intestines, it's not imperative that you be perfect because you can clean everything up. Everything's going to get sprayed, cleaned up again, and pull everything out. See, there is the gizzard I'm pulling out now. The liver, heart came out in one scoop on that one. Careful here where the bile sac's going to be. This is the heart right here. Again, that goes to the dog. We don't keep the liver either. We give that to the dog. These are pretty good looking livers, healthy. The little green is the bile sac. Be careful that you don't cut it. Come back down here. Cut away any excess here. Cut down as far as you'd like. Finger knives are super sharp. Takes a lot of sharpening to get them where they need to be. We got an old paint bucket with the funnel on it where we put the entrails, and then they stay pretty much contained. Now flip it on its back, fingers like this, up against the rib cage and down, against the rib cage and down. Pull out the lungs. This is probably the hardest part for most people. There's one. Here's the second lung. Check that it's mostly out of there. I don't save the neck either. I'm pretty much just keep the whole bird without the as far up as you'd like. Get a little bend going so it cuts easier. This goes into the dog bucket again. That goes into the entrail bucket. Any hoses that you see, pull them out. Keep the area relatively clean. Come back over here. And we're going to wash off the bird. Tyler.
I'll get a bag.
Bag and a hose, please, Tyler. Getting the rest of the feathers out that we don't want on there. See, there's a little bruising here. Be alright. Cut it out when you go to cook it if you'd like. And sure everything's out of the interior.
Rusty bird.
Very big birds they are. Healthy. Hold it tight, buddy. Got it. I'll do the next one as soon as I seal this guy and label him. Doesn't take much time. The weather's not too bad. It's not super hot. This is boiling water. Hose, don't let it touch anything inside. Zip tie, shrink bag. 1, 2, 3. It's blowing out and sealing. Pull this up. That actually gets off on that one. Put that away for me, please. Clean this off a little bit. Your sticker. I always put the date on it, processing date. 9/3/22.
That's so smeary.
Yeah, it's a little wet. Alright, put this one in the fridge, boy. Thank you. The other fridge.
They can fit in there.
Now we're going to go to this one, but first we're going to clean off this station a little. because I don't want anything being attracted to it. Flies, I keep all the flies away. This is backyard butchering, so we got to be relatively careful of things like that. Again, everything will be cooked. Anyway, down, down, down. Some of this will tear. You don't necessarily have to cut. Let's see if we can get it out in one fell. Most of it in one time. The more you can get out at once, always the better. You can lift this, cut away, lift, cut away. However much of this liver you want is your business. This is actually the kidney right here. Dog can actually eat that too. It's not a big deal. More liver here. Liver's off. Heart coming next. Lungs, 3. I do both at the same time, but I usually pull them out one at a time. Sometimes I can get them both at once. So pull them away from the rib cage at the same time.
Let me see it. I don't know if I can get it.
Yeah, it's hard to see in there. Alright, this wing is broken. Probably got caught on the other bird in the plucker. It's not a big deal since there's not much meat on it. We'll probably just leave it for this one. Cutting the skin away as much as I can before I get to the actual.
The hose is there.
Yeah. Up. And then going up like so and cracking it, then back down. Usually it'll.
I don't think I sharpened that.
The knife gets a little dull, they'll usually still rip off. Next goes to dog. Side I can usually pull the hoses this way. If not, I'll take it out the front. The other trash can we use, we put the feathers in it because they're not as dirty as the interior. So over here. Tyler, get the bag and the hose, please. Inspection. Make sure there's nothing left in there that you don't want to cook. Just because you cook it doesn't mean you eat it. That in mind too, so it's not super critical as long as all the really dirty pieces are removed. I'm probably just going to go ahead and this time cut this off where the wing is damaged on this one. Best way to do this is to find the joint and work with the joint instead of hiding it with the knife, having to cut the bone. Thank you. Inside, make sure it doesn't touch anything where it won't be able to blow air out. It's actually blowing out air as soon as it goes in to the hot water. Again, this water is boiling, so be careful that you don't burn yourself. Shrinks the bag while pushing and vacuum sealing in the way by pushing the air out. The paper towel.
Right here.
Oh, hidden from me on the table. Stickers here. See what happened?
2 stickers.
The sticker stuck to the other sticker because it got wet. So I'll put that one back for next time. These stickers come with the bags and the hoses and that whole sort of thing. $3.22. Forgot the date. And this bird is ready for your freezer at this time. And that, my friends, is how you process 2 birds relatively quickly.
15 minutes.
Go ahead and put that in the fridge. Thank you.